I don't know if you saw that, the Democrat-Republican awake thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's because of this, man. I think we for a long time have bought the idea that like life is just very binary. You know what binary means? Don't get grown on me. Binary just kind of means that it's only two sides, right? Like your only choices are either Darth Vader or the Sith Lord. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Your choices are either Democrat or Republican, but like you can't believe that, and especially as a believer, you have to understand that your citizenship is in another place, right? And your allegiance ain't to neither one of these party lines. Does that make sense? Your allegiance is to the truth. And if that's the case, look here, you gotta follow the truth wherever it goes, right? Sometimes it's gonna land you on this side, sometimes it's gonna land you on that side, but your allegiance gotta be to the truth, right? And what do I mean by that? That means when people get on the screen right now, and it's happening right now, you got one person trying to tell you all the problems with America, how to fix those problems in America, and how they the only one that can fix the problems in those America, right? Here's my issue with that concept. It sounded to me like a sales pitch. Now, do you know how sales pitches work? Let me tell you something. If you're trying to sell a solution, that means you gotta sell a problem first. Does that make sense to you? I gotta convince you of the problem, that the problem I'm telling you is the problem, right? That's how I can sell you the solution that I'm trying to sell you and how I'm the only one that can fix that. Does that make sense? Right? Here's my issue with that. I don't need nobody to sell me on the problems of America. I live here. You understand what I'm saying? You live here. And what made them experts on America anyway? Ain't you Americans? Don't you know the world you exist in? Does that make sense? Oh, don't get real on it. Don't shout me down when I'm preaching good. Oh boy. So my challenge to you in this weird season, man, this weird season, is to consider your neighbor in every decision you make. That's really all I'm asking you to do. Consider your neighbor in every decision you make. When you see struggles, when you see atrocities, man, look here, man, just kind of don't just kind of pick and choose the atrocities you kind of like, you know what I'm saying, and kind of only fight for those, you understand what I'm saying, and really not be worried about somebody else's. Does that make sense? Oh man, it's about to get real weird. You have to understand, man, every human being, like my brother Braille was saying, is an image bearer. And if they are an image bearer, that means they demand your dignity. And if they demand your dignity and you see an injustice happening to somebody that you may not know, you understand that that person was made in the image of the God that you do know, right? So you need to care about what happens to them. Does that make sense? That's what I mean about being awake. That's what I mean about not letting nobody sell you no solution. And you understand the world you exist in, and you make choices that say, I'm gonna esteem my brother and my sister higher than myself. Does that make sense? That's my challenge to you. That's the next 4 years I wanna imagine. I wanna imagine a 4 years that says, I'm gonna serve my neighbor more than I serve myself. Does that make sense to you? What a novel idea. Here's the thing though, I didn't make that up. The God that we say we serve, and the Savior that we say saved us, made that up. Y'all feel me? Esteem your neighbor higher than